Welcome to another Adobe Flash video tutorial. During this particular session, we are going to go ahead and create our graphics for our animated banner. And so we've got several different elements. Our background now has color, we've added text, and we have a shape. Each of these three items needs to be added to the different individual layers that we previously created. So let me go ahead and go to our blank document here so that we can start this from scratch. Make sure that as you're creating each of your different sections that you are on the correct layer that that item belongs on. So make sure that we've selected background. And by default your stage is white. And because our entire background is going to be our stage, I don't actually have to draw a shape for my background here, or for this stage I should say. So what we're doing really is using the stage as our background, so we want to just fill the stage with the color that we want. Now feel free to select whatever color you want, but whenever you change that color you have to come over here to the Properties panel located on the right hand side. Remember that if you don't find that panel available there on your screen, just simply go to Windows and you're looking for Properties. Now once you have this open, you're going to come over here to the right. You'll see that there is a section under Properties here where you see the stage, and you've got currently the color set to white as the background color. We're going to go ahead and select this here. It's going to pull up the color picker. You can come here and pick and choose whatever color you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and just select a color, and as you can see it filled the entire background with that color. And again, the reason why we're not having to draw a shape for the background is because we're using the entire background here to fill the whole banner. Alright, so next we're going to set up a shape, so make sure you come back to your timeline under your layers and select shapes. And we're going to come back up to the stage, and we're going to go ahead and draw a shape that is going to be both on the stage and off the stage. To create your shape, feel free to create whatever shape you'd like. You've got the rectangle and the oval tool there, and you've got others that you can manipulate. We're going to keep it simple, so I'm going to select the oval tool. And then before even drawing my oval down here, I want you to go ahead and adjust the fill and the stroke so you can go ahead and make your selection. So up here at the top, make sure that your stroke is set to none. We don't want to have to worry about ways in which we have to highlight to select our item there. So we're going to leave it as none for the stroke. But for the fill, go ahead and pick a color for your fill. And now you can come back over to the stage and simply draw your shape. And we're gonna, like I said, we're going to keep this pretty simple, but I want you to create a shape that is both on and off your stage. So you can see a portion of this is on the stage. Remember, our stage was white before, and now it's this maroon color. That is still the stage. Anything off the stage would not appear in the actual animation. Okay, next we want to set up our text. So come back to your layers panel here, select text, and then now let's go ahead and select our text tool from our tool panel. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. You'll notice that here in our properties dialog box we now have some text options. So you can actually come here and make a selection for classic or TLF. We're going to stick to classic, don't worry about changing that. Down under the character you can actually change the font to whatever font you prefer. We're going to leave this set for Donna, make it simple. You also can adjust the point size here if you wanted to, as well as the color for the text. Now I'm going to go ahead and change the color here to white so that it really pops, especially next to that green oval. Alright, now that I've made my selections there, I'm going to go ahead and just click and drag here, make my selection there, and I'm going to type in the words power up. And you can definitely change this and put whatever you'd like there. Okay, I'm going to get my selection tool, select this item, and then just simply move it down onto the stage. Okay, once you've added all three elements, you're good to go on your graphics. This is all we're going to do with our graphics here. But once again, make sure and you can double check that every item is actually on the layer that it belongs in by simply clicking on and off the visibility of each of your layers, and that will show you what actually turns on or off. Now for the background, it's not going to actually remove your background because that is the stage, But if we had a shape here on the background layer, it would remove it just like it did the oval and the text.